Shalom Aleichem. I'd like to start off today's class with a short thought that touched me personally and has the potential to transform your lives and the lives of every single person that you meet. It's a lesson that I learned during the recent Shiva period from my father, Rabbi Ber Yaakov ben Chaim Zevakoy and Alav Shalom. Rabbi Menachem Glick, the Mashgiach of Yeshivas Beis Yisrael, where I studied for many years, came to be Menachem Avel. And before he left, he said, Shmuel, I want to share with you one more thought. Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said in the name of the Chernobyl Rebbe, do you want to know why Avram Avinu had to go into Gullus and Yitzchak Avinu didn't? It's because Avram Avinu's midah was completely different than Yitzchak Avinu's. Avram Avinu's midah was that of chesed, of kindness. He embodied chesed. He was the quintessential machnias orchim, inviter of guests into his home. He knew how to step out of himself and step into the world of the guest and think about what they needed and what it felt like. But you know how he got there? He wasn't born that way. The only way that Avram Avinu was able to be that quintessential machnias orchim was by him being an oreach himself. Avram Avinu had to go into Gullus. He had to go into exile. He had to leave his home, leave his land, leave his comforts, and go and be a stranger in someone else's home, in someone else's land, with different customs and being at the mercy of someone else. And it was uncomfortable. He didn't like it. But you know what? It was only through that situation that Avram Avinu went through that he was able to become the pillar of chesed that we know him to be, that he passed that on to the rest of Klal Yisrael. It was only through him being in that situation, in that troubling time, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu specifically designed for him to be able to step out of himself and use that situation to be able to empathize with other people when they are in a similar situation. We all go through challenging times in life. We go through many situations, and sometimes they're uncomfortable. And we wish that we wouldn't have to be going through it. But if we realize with a little bit of introspection that every situation in life that we're put through is specifically designed for us by a HaKadosh Baruch Hu who loves us and is providing us with an opportunity to reach our greatest potential in life. And it's only through this situation that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving me right now, whether it's challenging or whether it's joyous. That situation, every situation in life, from birth until death, is the greatest situation for me because that is helping me become my potential me. When we say Masay Yagiu Maisai Maisai Avoisai, we're not saying when will I be like Avram Avinu, that I'll be the greatest machnias orchim. No, we're saying when will I be like me, that I'll be the greatest me that I can be. That I'll be like Avram Avinu, that he was able to take his situation and use it to reach his greatest potential. And for every single person in this room, you can ask yourselves the same question. How do I use my situation to become the greatest Zachariah Reznik, the greatest Gabi Markovich, the greatest Yehuda Levi, to become the greatest me that I can potentially be? And every single person that you share this support with will then be able to live life with this perspective, to take every situation and realize there's a million ways that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is designing this, that this is perfectly orchestrated to help me reach my potential. But in this one aspect, let's focus and realize that if we, even in the challenging times, realize this is helping me so that I can step out of myself and empathize with others in the future, so then I'll be able to not only be perfect for myself, I'll be able to help other people, and in that way, we'll be able to live our lives to the fullest potential and really become the greatest people that we can be.